6:25 PM ETAfter Brendan Steele defended his title at the Safeway Open in Napa, California. The PGA Tour heads to Kuala Lumpur this week for the cimb Classic. Our panel of ESPN and Fantasy Golf Insider experts singled out the players they believe have the skills to succeed and provide big fantasy point totals. Picks to win. Keegan Bradley winless since 2012. The 2011 PGA champion showed some signs of improved play toward the end of the 201,617 season, making it to the BMW Championship in the FedEx playoffs. Although he missed the cut at the Safeway Open, it was his first since the Memorial. He finished 6th at TPC Kuala Lumpur last year. Bob Harry Hideki Matsuyama: remember what happened to Hideki last year at this event? No, don't worry about it. All that's important is that he finished runner-up and then went on to a monster start of the season. His comfort level will again prove useful this week, but instead of a runner-up finish, I expect to see him holding the trophy on Sunday. Michael Collins DraftKings value picks. James Hahn: pretty obvious value here in 2 out of 3 appearances being top 10s. The form isn't at a point where I would consider him even if there were a cut, but there is not, so we're not worried at all. I like him for cash if you're into that in no-cut events. Otherwise, I really like him as a high-upside GPP play. Tara's Patrick Keegan Bradley: a rough week for Bradley, missing the cut last week at Safeway, but I think he responds this week in Kuala Lumpur. In his past 3 appearances here he has 2 top 10 finishes. It's not a course that will hurt you if you're a bad putter, so it is perfect for Bradley. What this course takes is ball striking, where he can compete and score. His price is ridiculously cheap at $7,000, which helps in salary cap relief and is a good fit for GPPs and cash games, since there is no cut this week. Jeff Bergerson DraftKings player to fade a Luke List after disappointing at the Safeway Open for Luke List chalk week. List should remain one of the chalk plays this week in a birdie fest with no cut. List's high potential for eagles, thanks to his success from tee to green, will set him ahead of the pack for a lot of players. Unfortunately, List is one of the most inaccurate golfers off the tee, can't putt, which will be normalized to a degree, and struggles with his irons in almost all situations inside 200 yards. It will be tempting to roster him this week as the DFS golf community talks him up, but he should be faded this week. Adam Daly FanDuel value picks. Anirban Lahiri: in terms of experience, nobody has more on the course this week than Lahiri. In addition to the cimb Classic, the Malaysian Open is also held at TPC Kuala Lumpur, and Lahiri has played here in 10 events between the PGA and European Tour. He had the cimb Classic all but wrapped up a year ago before falling apart late and allowing Justin Thomas to reclaim the title, with Lahiri finishing 3rd. He won the Malaysian Open in 2015 and should be able to find his game after a new pan-down campaign on the PGA Tour in 2017. Zach Turcotte: Evan Nana can be frustrating to roster in DFS golf sometimes because of his volatile form, which can lead to an occasional missed cut. Fortunately, the cimb Classic in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, this week is a no-cut event, so it is almost certain he will play all 4 rounds of golf. His $7,100 salary on FanDuel offers a little bit of value because he is capable of scoring a lot of fantasy points there when he can put together 4 solid rounds of golf. Na's top 5 finishes in 2015 and 2016 show just that, and if he can build off his decent start to the season last week at the Safeway Open, he just might be able to contend in Malaysia once again this year. Eric Dantoft.